Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Scottsburg Board of Public Works and Safety. This is December the 30th, 2024. We will call our Board of Works to order. That's by our Clerk Treasurer Jan Hart.
Mayor Amick.
Here.
Karen Grucius. Tom Lewis here.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hardy. We now will go to the approval of the minutes of December the 11th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Tom makes the motion. I'll second that. Any other things? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Next thing, we'll go down to, let's hold up here and just go and talk to Dan first. You want to do that? Okay, Dan, go ahead.
Okay, I have a problem with sewage. Back 2 years ago, it stopped up. And there was, Mayor come out, Jason Applegate come out, and they told me they would take care of that the trees needed to come out because the trees was causing the damage. And, again, I had nobody done anything about it until I just had it stopped up again Thanksgiving Day. I had 25 people there. Can't flush no bathrooms, bulbs. So I'm on, I don't know what day it was, but they come out and cleaned it out, the city did. But that's temporary fix. Now they said that they was going to grout it in, but that's still not going to fix the problem because there's trees there, and the tree is actually pushing the manhole away, and that's what's causing all of a sudden to start doing this, because the roots are starting to come in at every pipe, and you can see it's tilted, and without taking the trees out, it's not going to solve the problem. Now, the mayor said it's not my problem, but my line comes in here, and I'm 100 feet on this property line over from where my property is to where this dump is. So I'm asking to fix the problem once and for all.
Which your fix for once and for all is to take the tree out, right?
Well, I think that's the only way it's going to fix it. I know you're saying it's not, but I have talked to the people that own that property out there, and they approved it, taking them out.
Well, so they approved it, but you talked to the people that, I don't think the people that you talk to own that tree is what I think. I think they don't care because it's
Well, who
not
owns
the
it
tree.
then?
It's that house that's on that one street. You talked to the two that were facing Moonglow, but it's that, I don't know what that street name
Well,
is.
the one behind it is Jack White. And that's, and I'll be honest with you, I think the sewer line is probably on the line, because that's where the city would do anything like that, would be on the line. I can show you where the marker is on my property, where they have a property line. You know where the telephone post is on my property? There's a marker right there, right in between that fence, my fence post and that telephone post. Because I had it surveyed back whenever they put the sidewalk in.
So just so you guys know, the situation is that if there's a manhole and you've got lines coming in each of the ports of the manhole, when they installed that, it was not grouted in, so there's like dirt around. You got a line that doesn't match up exactly to the size, so it's like smaller and it comes in, there's dirt around it. It was never grouted in, as they would call it, and so the roots grew up underneath, between the line and the manhole, and then like block the front of it. So the sewer guys went out there and they cut all of that out. And they are going to go back and hydraulically cement that to grout that in. What he is saying is that it won't permanently be fixed until the tree is removed, and I just don't know how you go on somebody's private property and take their tree down
Well,
unless
go ahead.
the city
Sorry.
attorney would weigh in on that. I have no idea what authority the city has to do that. That's that's above my pay grade. I don't know.
let me tell you this, here's what's happened. First off, this is not Dan's house, this is Dan's property, this is Dan's garage, this is Dan's barn, but Dan lives over on Chipaway Lane. Now, we have, which is not in the city, this is in the city. Now, what we have here on Highway 31 is going all the way down to 65. Once you get past where, he backs up to the Stevens guy, Michael Stevens' dad. What was Mike Stevens' dad's name? John Stevens.
Yeah.
And it was just a real mess. And so basically Dan bought this. Dan has a little barn right here, right here. And he built a really nice, like, I don't want to say garage, but a kind of a celebration house or whatever.
Well, we have family get together, right?
And
That's,
he's got-
that's, you know,
And he's got a line
call it
coming
a
in.
party barn, whatever you want to call
He
It's
had,
nice.
he had 2 trailers here and that he rented out, I'm assuming, and then he's removed those. And his line is going back over to a manhole. There is a manhole the city did put in here. That manhole, I know this takes Jack's, it takes this house here and this house
it.
here.
No, Terry, you're wrong.
No, they come in here.
There's another manhole down here before
Well,
you get
his
to the
line
upstairs.
connects in this side. This guy's line connects back here, and then this goes out, and then they connect here. The tree is over here on this guy's house.
It's right, yeah, it's right.
It's
by-
right
so-
by the manhole,
So
but it's
what Dan's wanting is
back
for us to go on to his property and replace all of his line. And that's not our position. That's,
Do you want he doesn't want the line replaced, he wants the tree cut down. Is what he
we
wants.
don't cut trees down, Dan. You want a tree, I mean, if we have a tree service for our electric company. That's if you've got a tree growing into lines.
No, okay, I'm trying to figure out where we're going. This is Mingla Road. So the hospital's over here.
Hospital would be right on Highway 31. Right, hospital's back in this way.
There's the problem.
This is the manhole.
Huh?
That's the manhole.
That's the manhole. The city put this in. I'm not exactly sure.
Who put it
My
in?
first sewage bill I paid was in March of
In
'6.
Cozart, so long before Bill.
I don't know about it.
So,
Well-
Bill was in 32 years, I've been in now 5 years, and Ed Cozart was before Bill. Now, what point that he put that in for Dan, I have no idea.
Well, whenever they put the sewer line in, my first bill was August of 1992. Now, that's whenever they hooked me up.
Okay, that would have been Bill's time then,
Yeah,
because
Bill's time. Now,
Bill came in in
Jason Applegate said, that, you know, he said it was during the Cozart time. Now, the other line coming through the up Moonlow Road, that may have been put
in Ed's time.
in Cozart time. The thing about it, they called me, and I lived in Jeffersonville at the time, and they called me and wanted to know if they could hook my property up. So all the lines that run from there over to that drop tank, the city put in. And I've been paying sewage bill since 1992. I think maybe about a year and a half, I didn't pay one there in the last few years because I tore the 2 mobile homes down and moved them out.
You know, how do you know that the grouting is not gonna fix the problem?
Well, okay, if that'll do it, fine, but if it don't, then y'all have to come back and do it again. That is the city's property, it is not my property. The city had to have a right of way to get through there in order to put that in, if not, the city was wrong by doing it.
And Dan, I want to tell you, the manhole you're talking about is the city's property.
Huh?
It is the city's property, the manhole. And if we have a manhole issue and
It is a manhole issue, I tell
and
you.
the grout doesn't fix it, then if we have to regrout it again and take it out, we'll do that. But we're not going to replace your entire line all the way back to your house.
I'm not asking you folks to talk about how that's. My line's not stopped
I'm
up.
not going to cut trees down. You know, we're not gonna,
Well-
that's not our job.
It's,
And I will maintain our manhole. I will maintain our manhole, because I didn't think that was our manhole. Donna said, yes, it is our manhole.
it's your property.
So she has the map on it, she's looked at the map, and that manhole is our property, and I'll maintain it for you.
The manhole,
The manhole,
yes.
the manhole.
Which, I mean, I firmly believe that putting the hydraulic cement around those lines is gonna fix
It should.
the
should.
problem, so.
You got the roots.
Okay, put it right.
You got the roots out.
That's all I ask for. Put it right.
I'm not gonna put anything in writing.
Why not? That's all, yeah.
We have an attorney here to say I have to put it in writing, I put it in writing, but I'm telling you, it's the cities. If it's the cities, the guy after me is gonna take care of it for you too. If we're not gonna let you go in there and take care of the city property, we will take care of it. But it's at the junction point. In other words, the other day when she went out there, we did see a carrot in there, where those roots had gotten in that they didn't either do it right or didn't do it, period.
No, okay.
And you got all those roots in there. And we took all that out for you and we did it right.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you, the roots started to form where it runs from that manhole to the next manhole. And also,
The next
Running the
manhole is
jacks.
down here. The only manholes that I'm aware of that you have is one on Moonglow Road and the one up by Jack. That's the only two I'm aware of.
you know, there's one in between there.
Where?
Huh?
Where are you talking about?
The manholes, there's two manholes there before you get to the pump station, or to the lift station.
I'm only aware of one.
Well, I'm telling you, there's two there.
There is.
I thought maybe you walked down and looked at it, Terry.
Yeah, there's two.
Huh?
There's two. There's two. I don't think it's a manhole. It's smaller. It is something because we opened it up. and
Well,
looked at it.
Manhole is a massive thing like this.
Yeah.
Well, it's that massive, Terry.
Yeah.
I know what I'm
There
talking about.
there was two.
There's
There
two
was
houses.
one that is his, and then there's another one right before the lift station there. So the lift station is down.
So
there.
that would be on us anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we
that's what-
maintain from the road Moonglow all the way up to Jack's where you're talking about that. If you've got one in between, we'll take care of that too. That's our
Well,
job.
I'm not concerned about the other, I'm concerned about one, because like I say, I think eventually the tree will, but I mean, you say you maintain it, but I like to have it right. Why can't I get it right?
Because it already is.
Huh?
I mean, it's a city. It's
I know it's a city,
a city manhole, and
but if the city hadn't said they wasn't gonna fix it, but I wouldn't have not been here in the first place.
That was my mistake. I did not think it was the cities. Now that I've been informed that it is the cities, we'll take care of it.
as I told you when I met you, whose fault was that? I
Whose
said,
fault
don't
was
blame the mayor. I'm the one who told him that, so you blame me,
Well,
not the
I don't know who it was, but he's one telling me what it is.
Well,
to
but
me-
he's going by the information that he had.
To me, the sewer line, but I mean, I'm not asking to do it, but to me, the more they put that sewer line in, the more in there, that the city put in, they're responsible for that line, period.
Now, you're talking about that was all the way over to your house.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm not saying, you know,
That's
I
what I'm
got a problem with that. What I'm telling you is, that is the city's problem, because you all put it in.
Well, and I'm telling you that there's no easement been plotted for that or recorded.
Well,
And so as a result of that, and we wouldn't do it for it's your own line, it's not our line. You know, I will take care of what's ours.
Well, what I'm saying is that sign line is 6 inch. Now, would I run the 6 inch line from my property to a manhole?
I've seen the hole that it comes into, I don't know how far that goes. I mean, did you see the city literally put in a 6 inch line all the way back to your property?
They put it in, because I didn't hook it up. When my two trailers were there, they hooked them up. They come in and asked me to hook them up. Phoned me, I lived in Jeffersonville.
I mean, you have the city being able to correct this at that manhole anytime it would plug up.
But like I said, but actually, you actually own the lines that's running over on my property.
That I disagree with.
Huh?
That I disagree with.
Well, how you disagree? They run across another man's property.
Well, and
Ah,
that,
ah, ah, ah,
that doesn't mean anything.
What do you mean
Sewer
it doesn't mean
laterals run across people's property all the time, but it's the homeowner's responsibility to get easements for that, as with a water service line.
ah. So,
If it was a main, the city would have right of way. They would have acquired easement from the homeowner. I mean, you can say, hey, I'm gonna run this, neighbor, is that okay with you? Yeah, it's okay with you until somebody settles.
they called me,
Yeah.
they called me when I lived in Jeffersonville and asked me to put it in so that I could get away with my septic tank. Not only that, they went out there and busted my septic tank up and filled it in.
Dan,
That's not right either.
we can't do anything for that for you.
Well,
I can do what I can do while I'm in this office at this time. Now, I want to tell you something, just like what Donna's saying, if you got a resident there who doesn't want you on their property, they have every right to say, you cannot have this on our property. And if you wanted to move it, could you go in there again and move it? Or have him be able to stop it? I don't know if he could stop it, but I don't know. Huh?
It's existing, so
Yeah.
it would be really hard.
if you take it, if you might have to take it out and put the tree down. Eventually, well, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying, eventually, Jackson's gonna be cut off too.
What, Jack's is gonna be cut off?
Because the tree is gonna match the line eventually. No doubt in my mind. Because that is a very thin line. It's not even good sewer line, you know. It's real thin. Not much thicker than that paper. Like a piece of cardboard.
Dan, we're not here to hurt you, but
It's
we
about
are
the
here
thickness of
to
that cardboard right there.
pull what we will do, and we will do what we're supposed to do. And, and I will maintain the line that's going up to that manhole. And if it gets roots at the manhole, because those roots were at the manhole. So,
Yeah, they were in the manhole, yeah, they come in the manhole, they're in there.
okay,
Huh?
anything else?
No,
Okay,
that's it.
all right, good deal.
Oh, yeah, one other thing. So, Monroe Road, who maintains that?
We know we have several holes there.
Oh,
We already have a work order in on that
No,
one.
it's on the grant for community crossings, which won't be completed until the spring.
It's gonna be paid, but we're gonna go out there in the meantime and fill those holes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask,
Five,
they're
six, seven,
terrible,
yeah.
I've come close to having a wreck, I mean.
Yeah. And that was just put in 9 years ago, but we've got, it's already been approved, we're gonna pave it in the spring, but in the meantime, we'll patch them up for you. Already got that one on the docket for you. You okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right,
See
thank
you,
you.
buddy. Next, we're gonna go to the train depot waiver by Emily Keller.
This is for the Purdue Extension. This
CD.
is for their private woodland owner workshop.
You got me a question about this, Terry.
Yeah, I have a question about this.
This is on the dates of March 3rd, 17th, and 24th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. We have approved another set of classes already, but these will be for the specific private woodland owner workshop classes. So this is just approval to waive the fees for that.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to waive the Purdue need at our train station. I'll second that. Any other questions? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Unanimous. Go ahead.
Mine is the next thing as well. I missed 2 employee cell phone stipends on last Board of Works meetings list. So I just wanted to add those to this master list here. So the 2 I've missed are highlighted on Tom's list there. Ashton Lane and Eric Eskew. So those are added on that list, just need approval for those two.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve waivers, two additional waivers.
Makes the motion to approve 2 phone stipends. Is there a second? I second that. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Passes there. Okay. Next, we'll go down to our closeout report on the SWIFT grant by Jan Hardy.
Okay, I do have some emails here and the last payment. I just wanted to make the board aware that if you recall, a year and a half ago, we got that $4 million SWIFT grant that we did work at the water and the wastewater plants. So we have finalized everything with the engineers, and they have submitted all those final proposals. I do think there was a problem with one of the checks that was issued, that when we found out, I checked with them to be sure they received it, and they hadn't, so I think we won't close it out officially in the bank records until January, but we are officially done with that.
And we'll have no trouble because of that.
No,
Okay.
no.
Good deal.
So I just want to put that in the minutes, that I made the board aware of that.
Okay, thank
And,
you.
yeah, it was the final disbursement on December 17th. Now that I mention that, I think that, the one that didn't receive the check was in another BOT. So,
Okay.
anyway, we're all good. So, okay, I want the minutes to reflect that. Now, don't we just keep going here?
Sure.
On the Wheatley agreement, this is something that the board approves every year, and, as you know, we have the EDA RLF loan fund that we have defederalized, but we still have reports that we have to report, twice a year. We have to let them know how we're loaning it and, a certain percentage. So the Wheatley group has taken care of this for us for some time. I think it says $2,500 a month, or a year, a year. And I would just ask approval that we could enter into this agreement with them. I like having Jill's oversight on our numbers.
I'll make a motion to approve the consultant agreement on the Wheatley Group.
Liz makes the motion to, I second that. And any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yes, Jill saying yes, your office, says she does a great job.
She does, okay, let me
Okay.
get your signature on that if you would. Okay, now, as you are aware, we have finalized on our sale of City Hall to the county. And I am just asking approval, because as we researched this and what we've always done in the city, any funds that have been used, we try to take them back to their original source. And back in 1964, the electric department it was the electric department that purchased this building for $35,000. So I would just the mayor and I have talked about this, the electric department. That's why we had always heard, since I've been here for 17 years, that the electric owned this building. Because they did it was the electric money that purchased it. We did extensive research. Tish could not find anywhere when she was still employed full-time where we paid them back. We could find where the fire department, they had used electric funds to buy the fire department over there on Railroad Street. We could track where they paid them back for that, but never for this building. So I'm just asking approval that we do reimburse them the $35,000, and that I have the minutes here that reflect what they paid for it.
So we're just, the sale price.
Now, that sale price.
Giving them 30.
Yes,
Repaying them 35,000.
yes,
So do we need a motion for that?
please.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes the motion to reimburse the electric department $35,000 for the sale of
1964.
64. Wow, that's when we purchased this property. How about that?
Yeah, the old bank building and parking lot.
Yeah, for sure. And the parking lot too.
Uh-huh.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
So is the sale of the City Hall also the parking lot?
No,
They give them the parking lot? No. Okay.
So, I second that. So any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you very much. Next,
Okay, perfect.
approval of sidewalk.
Okay, Jill has asked me to present this. She has been working with Nathan Baker of Vance and Baker Concrete, and he has provided a quote that there are some sidewalks that at $15 a square foot and a minimum of 80 square feet for each section on Cherry Street and First Street that the city would like to see some repair done there. And we would like to enter into this agreement with Vance and Baker Concrete for, it would not exceed $50,000.
And so they're gonna replace what's needed, $15 a square foot. Right, okay, I'll make that motion.
So that is going to come out to $1,200.
No, it's gonna, I don't know if there's certain areas that are, yeah, it's gonna be sections. Yeah, but the project will be,
Estimating them 80 square feet per section, probably more than one section, several
Yeah.
sections.
because it's gonna be on Cherry Street and First Street.
Okay, okay.
So we just want to do this and enter into the agreement with him so we can use 2024 money
Okay,
for this, because we
Sure.
have money in
Sure.
that line.
so, we have a motion to approve the sidewalk agreement, and, I made by Tom Lewis, I will second that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you very much. Jen, I also had an area, I don't know if you have enough for that or not, but over on Meridian and between Meridian and Vest going north to Oakland. It's not the whole thing, but there was a section that went straight vertical. I took it all out. We put, I believe, we did cut the root out for that, but we put rock down there.
Jill is working with Mr. Baker
Okay,
on this,
good.
so.
Good. So I can see her, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, to see what.
So what else do you have? Well, claim approval.
I have claim approval, down to the easy part here. Yeah, I'd just be open for a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you very much.
And
Do I
that's,
need to sign this? Jim?
yes, just sign on that and date it, so we'll have that for our, when we do our PO. I'll have you sign the PO also, so we can carry that money over.
12/30/24, there you go.
Yes, so, that is all I have. A lot to wrap up the end of the year.
What announcements?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Chief, what do you got for us?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay.
Can you give us an update on the schedule for moving City Hall?
Basically, cannot so far. We have a year to go, a year to do it.
Okay.
I don't think it will take that long, but we do have that time period. It's right now at an architect's,
To the layout, to the layout.
RFP, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You all approved that RFP
Yeah,
with
I know you
them?
did. I just,
Uh-huh.
just curious
Just
about
wondering
the
what, yeah.
schedule.
they have kind of taken Jan and I out there, and we've kind of went through, and Jill, what we want to put here, what we want to put there,
The logistics and how we
logistics and all of that, so.
wish for it to flow.
Good deal.
So basically, yeah, it's, you
So
know,
this
all,
time next year we'll be over there.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure, or before, yeah.
You know, I don't like to commit, Mayor, let's just.
I know, because
Just, yeah, it's-
anytime you say something, it could be earlier, it could be later.
We have a year. Yeah. Might take me a year to get all my stuff cleaned up. Might look up there.
Since 1964, folks, we've got, what is that, 50, 60 years, 60 years
Long time,
to haul.
60.
And we got a lot of stuff. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.